Hi everyone, how are you? And this is my first time recording a video. If it's a thing that you like me doing them or whatever, I'll buy a proper camera and I'll start a YouTube channel. But for now, this is just my phone. So I'm just getting ready to go out. So I said I would record it for you. I think I have everything in front of me anyway that I need. So I'm going to just start off with the brows. So I always use this blank canvas double-sided brush. I just use the spoolie and I brush up my brows like that. I just have a mirror here because I'm not going to be looking into my phone. So yeah, then I have the Kaylin Brow Gel in the shade Cocoa. And I just use this Nima brush. It's like an angled brush. So I just use that for my eyeliner. And then I just draw a line underneath. Just at the bottom of my brow, just as a guide. And then I like push the product up into my brows really lightly now because you don't want it too heavy. And then I just do the same with the other brow. One brow always comes out better than the other. Yeah. And then I just brush them down again and basically do the same on the top. And then with no other product, I just run whatever's left on the brush through my products, through my brows even, more so towards the end. You kind of want to make it look darker at the end and then have it more of a gradient effect, like light at the front going dark towards the end. And then I just turn the brush like that way, and with the pointy part I just kind of flick up at the front so it looks like there's more hairs there. And then, no, that's not it. I have this brow sculpting and setting thing from Soap and Glory. I don't, one side's a pencil, I don't even use. But the second side is like a brow gel with a spoolie. So I always just set my brows with that to keep them in place. Yeah, that's it there. Then I just get my blank canvas, what is that, an F17, it's concealer brush, and I just use the concealer from the Sosumi palette and I put the smallest bit on and just carve out my brows, and then I pull it down onto my lid. It's just like a eye primer. That's what I use it as. This palette is so pigmented, you literally need the smallest amount. I don't carve out the top of my brows. I see a lot of people do that, but I don't bother. Just the bottom. I always do my eyes before my makeup, because if there's any fallout or whatever else, you can easily clean it up, whereas if you have foundation on, it's going to be hard to clean it up without messing your foundation. Now, I picked up this palette yesterday. If you follow me on social media, you will have seen this. It's the Blank Canvas Master Series 1 palette, or Master Series Palette 1. So I'm going to use that today for the first time. I don't know how this is going to turn out, obviously, because it's my first time using it. But sure, look, we'll have a go of it anyway. I'm going to set all the concealer I just put on with like the white shade. It's called Lily. I'm just going to put that all over my lids. I'm going to take the Buff and Blend BB08 to put on my transition shade and to really blow it out, because this is a blending brush as well, but it's a bit smaller, so I'm going to use the bigger one first. I'm going to just take maybe Brazen as my, I can't even see it, Brazen as my transition shade. You just want to put that right in the crease of your eye, in circular motions and like windshield wiper motions. You barely touch this off your eye now, like they're so pigmented. And you just build it up to the colour you want, really. Always start off with a little bit and then build it up, because if you go in with too much, you could always wipe it off, but like, it's a waste of product, so it's harder to get rid of. It's easier to build it up, if that makes sense. And then on the brush that came with it, so it's a double-ended brush. The flat side is the E40 and the blender side is the E41. So I'm going to take the E41 and I'm going to take the shade Hibiscus. Always tap off the excess. And I'm going to just run that basically in the same place that I did the last shade, but just a little bit lower. And you want to buff it in circular motions. I always put a little bit under my eye as well. And pull one of those very attractive looking faces. going to just get a pencil brush from BH Cosmetics, I think, yeah. And I'm going to get an even darker shade, so I think I'll go with Hickory. And I'm going to put that basically in the same place I put the last two shadows, only a little bit lower down again. And then I just take the first brush, the BB-08, and barely buff around that just to make sure there's no harsh lines and they're all blended together. And with the pencil brush again, I get Hickory and put a small bit under my eye, as close to the lash line as possible. And then with the flat side of the brush, I'm going to get that white again and just kind of pat it on the lid. They're all matte shadows in this except one. It's called Goddess. So I'm going to put the Goddess in my tear duct just with my finger. And again, just buff it all out. And I'm going to get the Lily, the white shade again, and just put a small bit on my brow bone, just to highlight there. And that's basically the eyes done. I'll do a bit of mascara, maybe liner, I'll see. So I'm going to prime my face now with this Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. This is about €4 and it is absolutely brilliant. It's the best primer I have personally used. And I just put it on my cheeks where my pores are the biggest, and on my chin, down my nose, basically my T-zone. That's where I get the oiliest as well. And I got this yesterday as well. It's a pillow, it's a lip plumper basically from Soap and Glory, and it really does plump your lips. So I'm going to put that on. I'm just going to put it on while I'm doing the rest of my makeup, so my lips are nice and plump when I go to put on lipstick. My Holy Grail foundation. This is the bomb. So it's the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'm in the shade 5.0. I adore this. So I literally get one pump to start out with. It generally always does my face just the one pump, but sometimes I might need a bit more depending on spots and blemishes and all that. I don't bring it fully up under my eyes because I'm going to put concealer under my eyes. always blend it down onto your neck and like your ears. Basically that one pump did my whole face. Oh, and I put it on with this AYU brush. I don't know what the name of the brush is, but it's like a round top foundation brush. It's brilliant. Now time to contour and highlight. Where did I put my concealer brush? Fell 2 seconds. So I just used the same concealer brush from Blank Canvas that I was using a minute ago, and the same concealer from the So Sue Me palette, and I just put the smallest bit of this here under my eyes and like down the side of my nose and up here, like in a upside down V shape, or just a V shape, don't we? I always just kind of work it in with my finger then. This lip plumper is literally tingling the lips off me, but sure, look, that just shows it's working. I do the same with this side. Then to contour, I use this Penny's brush. It was €2. I use shade 6 from the palette. I'm only going to powder contour today. I'm not going to bother cream contouring. So couldn't be bothered. So you want to contour from like the top of your ear into about just under the edge of your brow. So suck in your cheeks and then do it, or else you can roll this around here till you find kind of the hollow and just go by that. And I always work it up into my temple and my forehead. And then I do my jawline as well, to try my best to disguise that double chin. I didn't take this Cocoa Brown T1 contouring brush and just take the yellow shade and set under my eyes and basically anywhere that I haven't contoured, but I start off under my eyes and then I kind of under the contour. Then I take the So Sue highlight palette and I take the shade that I just stuck my nail into, Shooting Star. It's the only shade, well, I've used them all, but that's my favourite shade. So I just put it on the Blank Canvas F05 fan brush and just put it to the highest point of your cheekbones. Bam. And then up my temple and just above my brows as well. Put a little bit across my nose, the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow. And then just put another bit on, because you know you can never have too much highlight. Well, you probably can, but no. And then from the Pippa palette by Blank Canvas and my Real Techniques blusher brush, I'm just going to use the blusher shade here, just a little bit, and put it on the apples of your cheeks. I'm very lightly now doing this because I don't want it to be too pink. I'm not going to bother with winged eyeliner, will I? I will. Feck it. Where's my Duraline? So I'm going to be using the Inglot AMC 77 gel liner, if I can get it out of here. So yeah, basically that's it. The Inglot 77 gel liner. I always just pop a little drop of Duraline into it in case it dries out a bit, so it goes on easier. And that's the Inglot Duraline for anyone that doesn't know. So yeah, you literally put in a drop. I'm actually going to take this Catrice liner brush to put it on. This liner is bulletproof, like it literally doesn't come off. And by the way, I'm absolutely shockingly bad at putting on eyeliner. Now I am after getting a lot better than what I was, but I'm still fairly shit. And then I just get the Inglot 31T for the actual wing, because it's really good. Yeah, that's not great, like, picture look. They're not like the same, but look, I'm gonna go with it. No, I can't. That's ridiculous. Mascara. I use this Maybelline Great Lash Very Black Mascara. And then I get some on my face. I'm not going to bother with false lashes because I just don't want to. I'm going to fix my hair, put on proper clothes, and yeah, I'll come back and do my lips then. So I fixed my hair and put on different clothes, and I just put on the nude lip liner from Penneys and a Wet n Wild lipstick. I'll get the name of it now. It's called Bare It All, and then I just put a little bit more eyeshadow under my eyes. I put black liner on in my waterline and fixing spray. And now I must go fix my brows because they're not on fleek. So yeah, I hope you liked it. I'll show you the finished look there now in a minute. Fixed the brows, kind of. They'll do. I'm only going for dinner. So that's the finished look. Thanks for watching, and if you like them, as I said, I'll buy a proper camera and do them properly.